You know, we've been waiting on that next storm system that Rick's been talking about to come into southern Idaho. And while we've been doing that, we've been watching some of those clouds come in and out as well. A lot of you have, as we can see. It is evidenced by the pictures and the videos you sent in today. Like this one here. You can see this video. Anyone else in Boise catch this amazing sun halo? Wow. Doug also texted us this picture and asked what this is, saying he's never seen anything like it before in his life. Dell Thompson texted a few minutes later, asking the same thing, saying the same thing pretty much. Never seen something like this. There was another picture that was sent in from Idaho Weather Watcher's Facebook page, asking if this is quote unquote a sundog, or the definition of a sundog. And I'm going to guess probably, well, you know what we're going to do? We're going to ask Idaho's chief meteorologist, Rick Lantz, to explain what those things are that ring around the sun. What do we call that, Rick?
Well, the official term, that's a sun halo. So You had that right to begin with, Brian. And you know, what causes these is the fact that we're starting to see some of the high clouds move in from the storms that we have out to the west. And a lot of times you get questions just like this, especially on Idaho Weather Watchers. This looks really unusual to me, but they're really not. They're formed because of high clouds that are out ahead of the storm that's starting to move in, some that are up above actually 20,000 feet. And because of that, they're ice crystals. So you're looking at a refraction there because, of course, the ice crystals itself aren't totally flat. And the sun itself, as you look at it there, you can see the circular motion. So it causes this circle that's around there, which you're actually looking at as a refraction of that from some of the high clouds between the sun and the surface that we're looking at. And let me just mention something else about this. Hopefully, when you see these, don't be staring at them, okay? Because if you take a picture with that sort of thing, hopefully you have a filter on your lens or some way to protect your eyes on this sort of thing. Because you're looking at ice particles and the refraction from that, it's going to be even more powerful on the eyes. So you have to really protect yourself, watch those things, that they don't just, you know, that you don't stare at those things. Sometimes people will just take pictures of that and then, you know, maybe able to edit it or something like that. So be very careful. Just know that there's a storm in the area. Happens to the moon at night sometimes too. Yeah, so we'll be seeing pictures of those as well.
Talking about staring at it, Rick, I was noticing even some of the pictures we were looking at, we couldn't look at it very long, even in picture form, because of how bright it is.
It is, and you can also see some other bright spots on there. And a lot of times on some of those pictures, they come out full like this. And other times you'll see even reflections just from your camera lens. You know, that kind of adds to the sort of things too. So that shows just how bright they are. And that just means that a storm is heading into our area, which we're looking at toward this weekend. So we're going to be looking at some rain and thunderstorms possible on Saturday, but I think the best chance is going to be on Sunday. And that's when those clouds come in lower and they rain on us. So we've got these 3 days just almost identical to what we had last weekend, but we're not going to have as much moisture. And then, of course, it warms up after that.